Hello, beautiful people. So today we will be sublimating on Dollar Tree pieces of wood, and I am deciding that I will make them into coasters because you can perfectly sit some hot coffee or hot cocoa or something on them. I'm on my computer and I am just going to make up my mind which print I want to use. But I will go with the black and red buffalo flannel print and just send that to my computer. I'm on my computer. I'll send that to my printer. And yeah, I will just like click on fill the entire. I am just changing my printer because I have two printers up in this piece. And I will just scale. Rather than scale, you just click fill the entire page since we're dealing with a pattern and not a picture. So I will send that. I will need a couple copies, but I only printed one, so I'll come back and print another one. And what we will do, we are using laminating sheet over the wood pieces that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. You get 6 squares in one package for $1, so that is a good deal. You can make 3 sets of coasters, 3 sets of 4. And that is my print. So our next step is to get that laminating paper pressed onto the wood. I will use half, you can cut it in half, so I'll use 1/2 for 2 pieces of wood and then another half for 2 pieces of wood. And after it pressed on, I'll just cut the excessive off and that will be trash. So I am laying down a piece of wax paper. Can't really remember why I'm doing that, but because I do have a shirt on there, so I guess we'll just lay it on a wax paper too, and then I'll put the thermal paper on top of the 2 pieces of wood. I always check to make sure there is no like lint or dirt. For some reason, it just attracts extra stuff on that side. Okay, so I'll let that press at 385 for 50 seconds, and that should get our laminating paper on the wood. And it is pretty hot when you deal with wood or anything that's aluminum, metal. And basically I am just cutting the excessive from around the edges. You should try to cut as close as possible. That's my final result. And now I will tape 2 pieces of wood onto one page, one print. But I am cutting the little extra because I can use that for another project. So I'm just cutting off the extra right there. I think I need to take a deep breath. Okay. So now we'll just go ahead and tape the wood onto the print. I will do 2 at a time, the same way I did when I was doing the laminating. I just cross it with the heat press tape. The brown tape is not my favorite tape because it always leave a color. I don't know if it's just mine or everybody else's does the same. You can comment in the box if your brown, gold, heat press tape usually leave that brownish color in some of your projects. So it's not good if you're doing canvas because you still see that brown lining. But it should be okay on the coasters because I don't have any tape on the front of my print. So I'm doing the same thing, cutting the excessive part. I can always use it for another project and not be wasting ink or paper. And we'll tape the other 2 onto the paper. And make sure when you press, like the paper is on top. I think when I pressed the first set of 2, I had it flipped down where the wood was on top of the heat press. And then I did flip it up and then I heat press it again at 400 for 50 seconds. in order to correct my mistake. So always make sure that your print is on top. There we go, getting that off there, and I will just take these off, and I guess that is it, and I will show you how it came out. I ended up with 4 beautiful pieces of coasters. There we go, beautiful print. And that is, I don't know if you can see the tape mark in the back on the wood, so that is the reason I do not care for this tape. Just taking the other one off, and just checking the edges. After you pull them off, you can go around again with your scissors or whatever you decide to cut it with, and cut any excessive laminating sheet paper that's hanging off. And there we go, we have all 4 coasters. I will decide what I want to do with them, or you can always use them for hosting decorations. You can place any placements, anything you want to put on them.